So that is the Cube subwoofer, remote control, accessories and instruction book pack. And this is the soundbar itself. A quick first look at that bar. Quotes true 5.1.2 channel sound, wireless Dolby Atmos and Q Symphony. 5 speakers, you've got your centre, front, left and right, and then your surround channels which are coming out of the sides on this one. The 0.1 is the subwoofer and the 0.2 is 2 upward firing speakers if they show, so they're giving you the Atmos sound effects. Instruction accessories and remote pack, 2 figure-8 mains lead, both 1.5 meters long, right angled connection to the soundbar and the subwoofer, UK mains plugs, self-adhesive rubber feet there, you can stick them to your pedestal stand or to the bottom of the bar, so if the bar goes over the pedestal stand it won't mark it. Wall mount kit, so I will put a link or a card up here somewhere wherever it appears, how to wall mount soundbar, where I go through that process in depth, and it's the same thing, same kit, Samsung soundbar. But anyway, I'll have a quick look and describe it briefly. 2 L-shaped metal brackets, a template for helping you wall mount it, 2 screws to attach the bar, keep it secure to the brackets, and 2 discs marked A and A. So we mark a centre line on the wall, land the template up on that centre line, and we can mark points A and A. When we've marked them, put a spirit level through to make them both the same height and level. Once we've done that, we've got these 2 discs here, so we use the appropriate fixings, whether it's a brick or plasterboard wall, to attach these discs to those points we've marked A. So they'll be on the wall like that. These L-shaped brackets will mark to the soundbar, like shown on the bottom of it. Then we use the screw to secure them, tiny little M4 screws. The bar and the bracket just drop and slot onto there, and that is it. But like I say, I'll put the video link in the description as well. If you're stuck, have a look at that, it goes through it step by step. Also we have the supplied remote control, AA batteries for it as well. Looking at the remote, power on and off at the top, input button, Bluetooth pairing button so you can pair your mobile phone, stream music to it, play and pause, press play and pause, you've then got fast forward or skip forward, skip backwards, fast forward and rewind, mute button, sound mode button, press that, it will cycle through the sound modes, I for info button, volume rocks up and down, and you can adjust the woofer level also up and down, channel level where you can adjust the individual channels, settings cog where you can adjust the settings, say lip sync and so on, and tone control where you can adjust the treble and the bass. Flip it over, a bit of pressure on the back, AA batteries into the back there. Straight away we can see the 4 rubber pads there, so if it's on a hard surface it'll help cut down any vibrations, also stopping marking that surface. Onto the back of it there, figure-8 mains input, ID set there. If it loses pairing to the bar, we can reset the pairing using the ID set button. Standby light there, that'll be red when it's on standby. Link light should go solid blue when it's paired to the bar. If it's flashing, it's lost pairing, go through the procedure. Then we've got a 6.5 inch active woofer there. That is the front with a little Samsung logo. And then we've got an 8 inch passive woofer, so that one is resonated by the 6.5 inch active woofer, so it's like a radiator where it will radiate bass. Looking at the bar again, we can see those 2 upward firing speakers making up the 0.2. That is it from the front. Can't see a lot through that grille, but there are speakers behind there. Also an LCD display panel there to display what it's doing. Bottom of the bar, we can see we've got some small rubber padding there, so it won't mark whatever surface it's on. Also cut down vibrations. 2 holes there and some locations for the wall mount brackets to attach and the AC mains in. Then we've got the connections here. Got digital audio optical in, HDMI loop through, so we can plug a DVD player into it. It will go through the soundbar and onto your TV screen. Then we've got HDMI eARC or Enhanced Audio Return Channel. So if we connect from there to the TV port, also marked eARC, it will pass the sound from the TV to the soundbar. It will turn the soundbar on and off with the TV, do the volume controls on the TV, it will do the volume on the soundbar automatically. Then either end of the soundbar we've got some sideways firing speakers there as well. Dimensions: width to start with, at its widest point 111 centimeters or 43 3/4 of an inch. Depth 12 centimeters or 4 3/4 inches. Height, whatever it stood on, 6 centimeters or 2 3/8 of an inch, because I'm just including the little rubber feet there at the bottom as well. Dimensions for the subwoofer: it is described as a cube, so we'll see how cubic it is. 25 centimeters or maybe 9 7/8 of an inch. And yeah, it is a cube, so width and depth are the same. Imagine the height will be thereabouts the same as well, which it is, yeah, 25 centimeters there. We've got the soundbar laid on its back just so we can get a close-up of the connecting to the TV. Other end of the HDMI is attached to the eARC port on the TV, so I'll attach this end to the soundbar, like so. You can see here the AC in. Attach my power lead there, little channel for the cable to tuck into. Down here we've got the subwoofer, so the link light should turn solid blue when it's paired to the soundbar. I've got the soundbar on just to show this. There we go, nice and solid blue. S90F OLED attached to the soundbar via that HDMI cable. I'm going to turn the TV on connected to the soundbar for the first time.
Across 16 host cities in the United States, Mexico and Canada. In the US, Kansas City is one of 10 cities preparing for an influx of visitors. It's the smallest of the American host cities, where 6 matches will be played. 4 teams, including reigning champions.
Okay, that's connected now, and it's come up as Q Symphony, so it's using the TV speakers in conjunction. I'm going to put it to soundbar only for the demo. That's now just soundbar on its own. I'll turn up the sound from the TV and shut my mouth so we can hear normal TV speech.
Welcome the world to Middle America and all of the United States.
What sort of scale of preparations have you had to make?
Fortunately for us, most of the facilities around the United States, and I was with the mayor of Los Angeles 2 days ago, I have already been constructed, so that part was good. Public transport is primarily the area where you're seeing lots of work. We don't tend to have the same subway systems outside of New York City by and large, and so you've seen huge bus networks that have been set up. But in terms of training facilities, the stadiums themselves, the atmosphere that you'll have, it is pretty ready for tourists, and in some of it, it is making sure that Americans are ready for soccer. It's a sport that's followed by many, but not all, so there has been much education on the American electorate thus far to get ready for the matches.
I hope you've been swatting up on the offside rule, because it confuses a lot of people. What can visitors to...
Credit to Ubisoft for this, Star Wars Outlaws.
These are dangerous times. At least that's what I hear. The Empire? They're everywhere. But the world here belongs to the syndicates. If I want to survive, I have to play their game. Looks like I'm all in.
She's in here somewhere.
On second thought, I'm out.
There she is.
held back my whole life. And now, I just need a chance to finally be free. Wherever that takes me.
I'm here to offer you a way out, okay?
Get off my ship, Jalen.
Give me a chance. You're gonna have to trust me. It'll be dangerous, risky. But if you pull this off, you'll never look over your shoulder again.
The underworld shows no mercy. But it's a big galaxy out there, and I'm gonna risk it all.
Okay, credit again to Ubisoft for that one. Okay, quick Dolby Atmos demo. Okay, quick music demo. We can then cycle through the sound mode, so we've got surround, gain, standard, your AI adaptive sound looks at the content you're giving it and adapts the sound settings accordingly. Surround. Probably sounds best on surround to me personally. Back to normal TV for now. Fairly similar to last year's Q800H if I'm honest. At the moment they're about $799 on release. Price will drop and there'll be sort of half price and discounted deals when bought with TV and so on. Powerful soundbar, suits a 50 or 55 inch and above to me. Nice crisp sound on the high stuff, good mid-range on speech and so on, nice and clear, so all the dialogue is nice and clear and accurate. Deep, powerful bass as well. Didn't turn it up fully obviously while I'm recording because it's just going to distort my microphone, but all in all, decent, top-end, powerful soundbar. The ones moving on from this will be the Q930, which I'll do later on with the rear speakers. And that is all for now.